Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Thursday night, or as we really call it, Friday Eve, right? Who are we kidding? Tonight is Thursday, January 23rd. I had to do a double, the 23rd already. It has been a chilly week for most of the US, and I think a sizzling hot week for most of Australia. So I don't know what's going on in the middle of that, but we're going to take a little time right now to stamp, chat, connect, and hopefully make something that will intrigue you. I am Lisa Harden. I am coming to you live from the Stamping Room in a beautiful Boise, Idaho. Welcome to everyone as you're popping on, saying hello. Thank you so much. I love seeing your comments. So even if you're brand new, even if you're watching me on replay, please pop in real quick. Say hi, tell us where you're from, and know that you can ask me any questions along the way. And I am here to, let's see, what are my goals? My goals are to educate, entertain, and inspire. All right. And if I do one of those three for the of you, no, if I do one of those three for you, then it's a success. Okay. So welcome everybody. I think, yes, Lori, Roz, Jean, Deb, you've all had a cold week, haven't you? There's Kathy Strang. Hi. Yeah, we want to know, Roz, did you get snow? Did you get some snow down there? It's too crazy in this world right now. Weather's just one more thing, isn't it? So I have really enjoyed seeing the pictures of snow in very odd areas, Louisiana, Florida, etc. And I hope that it has been nothing but a minor inconvenience, okay? And something fun. Because I know that in places that don't get snow, you're not equipped, um, infrastructure-wise, you're not equipped to have snow. So hopefully everybody took a snow day, right? And then here we are in the Pacific Northwest needing snow and no snow to get. So it's feast or famine, right? So about 4 hours north of you. Yeah, you're pretty south. You're pretty south, aren't you? Tonight, I've done a little bit of prep work. I was able to do a little prep work. We'll see how good it was. Ooh, I'm looking at my embossing. Can you see it? Want to see it? There's something there. You just don't know what it is. So tonight, we're going to focus on some spraying techniques because I wanted to get back into doing a couple of different techniques, and I'm going to bring you along with me. Okay. So we're going to talk about all things Stampin' Up. The dog's coughing in the background. Sorry. And that's not off. Poor little guy. So anyway, I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. As I said, one of the things that means I sell all of the beautiful products we'll be using tonight. Cassie? Okay. Oh, there we go. Are you okay? Slightly distracting. Sorry. They're going to be 13 on the 27th. And I go to the vet today, and I got some medicine for him while I was there. So welcome to old age around this place. Yes. So as I said, we will be using lots of products from these catalogs, but also I am featuring an online exclusive suite tonight. My products, I'll show you where it is. It's all right. Don't worry. I'm here to help. Okay. So first question. Everybody been having fun earning your free products from Saleabration? Have you, if you have shopped with me and met the minimum purchase, have you had fun receiving your toadstool kits? So you do have a chance to earn a free with purchase kit from this month featuring the Terrific Toadstools, all the fun papers. There's a fun fold in there. It's a pretty cute class. We did it online a couple of weeks ago. And so again, that is going to go for another week through the end of January. And then I will choose some products to a free with purchase class during February. So it's a great time to save. It is an even better time to sign up and save with your own starter kit. And we will talk about that and more in just a moment. Ginny has not ordered this month. Well, for you, that is another goal, you know. And have you been having fun creating anyway? I hope so. And hello, Ethel. Very nice to see you. Jean says they got cold. She's in North Dakota, but they could use some snow, right? The Southeast has gotten more snow than we have all winter. That's pretty sad. But we are with you here in Idaho. So I had so much fun last night when we went and taught a community ed class for card making, of course. I took our kits, which I love so much because I can provide a wide variety of kits, and everybody, everybody can choose their own interest, and then it's so much fun. So I saw a lot of kits being put together last night that I haven't put together in a while because I have samples, but sometimes I make the samples, 6 months ahead of time or whatever. And it was so fun to relive some of those kits through brand new stampers. Very, very fun. So I just appreciate them. They all came with, just like open attitude, willing to learn. And so actually, if any of you are joining me from last night's community ed class, if you decided to begin this free online class, hello, and glad to have you here. Okay. Hello, Leslie. We were just talking about our deep freeze over here in the US and how you are not on fire, but like you're probably feeling burnt up. So I hope you can sit in the shade a little bit, my friend. Hello, Alicia. Alicia, how are you feeling? Been thinking about you. I hope you're doing good. I also had a team meeting on Tuesday night. That was hilarious. Newest returning team member, Janet, was here, and long-standing team member, she has the most tenure. She's number one on the list. Maria was here, and we missed Alicia. Oh, she's very sick. Missed Alicia, but she got the kit by mail. And I was so excited to send it to her that I didn't send her the free product. Well, not the free product, but I sent her hard kits and not the product. So you're getting 2 envelopes, Alicia. Oh, hey, Carla. How are you doing? Corinne, hello. Thank you so much for sharing. And as Corinne has done, if you are enjoying this video, please share this to your social media sites. I know I say it every week, but I say it every week because it's important. I am just one little independent demonstrator out here in a whole sea of the internet, right? And so when you just do the simple act of sharing this video over to your social media sites, you help people find me and help me find people, right? So we want to add more lovely stampers or stampers to be to our crafty community. And so I thank you in advance for sharing this video. Oh gosh, Corinne says they got a dusting of snow enough for the grandkids to play, and Tuesday was Micah's birthday. So she got snow for her birthday. That's pretty fun. You are in Texas, right, Corinne? Yeah, I think so. It's just crazy. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to point you down, and we are going to go from there. Let's see what I got in store. Oh, we got Saleabration, of course. We got trouble right here in River City. Not trouble, just fun stuff. Okay. No. Alicia tried to sneak out of town and have fun for just a few days, and I think got sick. I hate it when that happens. Hate it? I hate it. Okay, so tonight we are going to be looking at the products in the mixed media florals suite. I don't have everything. And so I have this bundle. There are 2 bundles, but I'll show you everything, okay? Then let's just dive in and look at the paper because it's so fun. It's so, so stunning. Oh, and then here are some really cool things. The embellishments with this suite are called low profile dots. They are gold and petal pink, and they really are, here, let me take them out of the sleeve. They really are low profile. I think they are, yes, look at that. I think they're totally safe to send to a regular first class stamp. Other things, as long as you don't have a bunch of layers, as long as something else doesn't disqualify it. I think these embellishments are 1 stamp approved. Okay, they're so pretty. Even though they're low profile, they're still quite shiny, eye-catching, and stunning. Okay, this paper is called Mixed Media Florals. I haven't cut it down yet into a sample, but it's kind of fun to show you the entire pattern. And of course, a couple of these papers feature designs that would be fantastic for scrapbooking or decor pieces that are 12 by 12. So keep that in mind. You know, if you like one pack, two is better, right? As you're earning free Saleabration rewards. And if you are new to Stampin' Up! Or new to Saleabration, Saleabration is Stampin' Up's free with purchase promotion. It's to the end of February. And in a nutshell, for every $60 purchase or every $120 purchase, you get to choose something for free in that flyer I showed you. And the products in that flyer cannot be purchased. It can only be earned for free with your other purchases. And the good news is you can purchase anything. So anything you purchase, whether it's from the new catalog, online exclusives, last chance list, or a bunch of envelopes and cardstock, it all counts towards your Saleabration rewards. Okay, so just shop freely with a smile on your face because you are earning as you are getting some new things for your crafty staff. Okay, let's just look at the papers, and I think I've mixed the mixed media up. So they're not in any particular order. I'm really loving this. Looks like calla lilies. Canna lilies to me. They're really tall, and then they have like smaller flowers on the top of them. I love that. And then this is great because, right, you can use a nice bold black and white, or you can color that. Before we start this, let me tell you the colors. Colors in this paper are basic black, bold blue, calypso coral, daffodil delight, flirty flamingo, granny apple green, mossy meadow, petal pink, poppy parade, and shy shamrock. Kind of interesting little mix, I think. And here's one example: this boho blue and daffodil delight, little petal pink. And so this, of course, you could cut it into 6, and it would be 6 beautiful cards already prepared for you, or you could use this as a 2-page 12 by 12 layout for your scrapbooks. So lots of different ideas to do with that. And then the back of that pattern is this beautiful kind of a watercolor wash in boho blue. Okay, then see how they've got this pattern. This pattern is repeated in different sizes and different colors. And so this one's really neat. Again, a very different color combination that I wouldn't necessarily think of. Shy shamrock, boho blue, and then this petal pink and flirty flamingo in the background. Very cool. And then a big watercolor wash of shy shamrock on the back. Okay, this one's great. Lots of poppy parade, flirty flamingo, and then I can definitely see a little touch of mossy meadow, and well, all the colors I see, daffodil delight. So anyway, a lot going on with this paper, and little strips of this. You know, as you start cutting larger strips, then you get little strips, leftover pieces and parts. Little pieces of these patterns are going to have a high impact. And so they'll be great for adding to whatever pieces and parts cards that you make. Strip cards, we usually call them. And then that's a great, again, a watercolor wash technique in petal pink. And it's really pretty. The colors are coming out a little darker than they actually are there at that. And let's see, I told you, they're kind of mixed and matched. I was deciding which things I wanted. This great. I ended up cutting into this. Look at that. There's that pattern again, and it's very bold. It's the Take No Prisoners. Flirty flamingo, petal pink. Let's see, flirty flamingo, calypso coral, daffodil delight, and probably a little petal pink too. And this one, again, you could color on it. You could leave it as is, or anything in between. You could cut this and do some blending brush technique around the outsides. So, oh, and then here is our pattern. Beautiful. Some more picks up on the cone flowers here, which is one of the featured stamps, and a beautiful boho blue background. I really like boho blue with shy shamrock. Who knew? And then again, another black and white pattern. That's fun. You could use your brayer and do a full color on this, and it wouldn't necessarily show the black, but it would show just where the flowers are drawn. So think about that. Where's that thing? Where's my brayer? It ran off. You're fine, Cassie. This I'm talking about. Remember this guy? We got to get this guy out, but imagine there's ink on it, okay? You're like rolling it, and then you can make at least 6 backgrounds really quickly, and you can customize it. So, see, the breaker's been hiding up there, just waiting for me. Thanks for forgetting me. Okay, so those are the papers, all right? And if you are keeping a shop list, the item number for the paper is 164638. Now, as I said, these are part of the products in a mega suite of products. So if you don't mind, I am going to take you over to the Stampin' Up! Website where you can shop with the Stamping Zoo, okay? You'll be looking for shopping with Stamp. If you live in the US, you can shop with me. You may be a demonstrator shopping with yourself. And I love it all. I love all the people, okay? But I would love to have you on my team if you are a brand new stamper or if you are a longtime stamper, okay? I welcome everyone. All right, and so on that note, let me show you the full suite, which includes these products. If you are interested in purchasing them, you'll know all the options. Now, I'm going to show you again the full suite, but just know that you can purchase pieces and parts of all of our suites. And a suite of products is really just a collection that has been put together by Stampin' Up! To really accentuate all the different parts. Okay, they are usually the same or similar theme, and they focus on the same grouping of colors. So this one, if you want everything soup to nuts in this particular suite, you can order it with one item number, and it is $128. That very conveniently would earn you a level 2 Saleabration reward or 2 level 1 Saleabration rewards. So here's everything they show you. And then we go into the pieces and parts. This is the stamp set that I am going to do tonight, Mixed Florals. But there's another stamp set, Mixed Sentiments. I believe that's what it's called. We'll double check that. And look at all that fun stuff that's in there. And this stamp set comes with these dies. Now, you need to have a Stampin' Cut if you're going to use these dies, but maybe you just like the sentiments. You can purchase the stamp set single or the dies single or both of them together. And when you purchase them together or in the whole suite, you get a 10% discount when a stamp set and either punch or dies are bundled together. So please keep that in mind. And, you know, in the olden days, I used to buy the other and think I was fine. And then I'd go back and buy the second piece of the bundle. So take a lesson from me. Okay, now this set tonight has these coordinating dies. And there's lots of cute little ladybugs in there. And you get duplicates of the ladybugs. You get the flower images. And then this really great floral piece. And there's also a plaster. If you look up plaster, it will come up. It's a plaster embossing folder. I believe it's 3D, so it's really going to give you an artistic touch to both. I've seen it used with both patterned papers and cardstock. I think it's really great to take a piece of patterned paper, emboss it with this, because then, oh my goodness, it looks like a piece of art and you do nothing to it really. Here are those papers that we just looked at and the dots. Okay, so that's the whole thing. You, like I said, though, you can just do as I've done and grab a few of the items, or you can grab them all. Okay? So we will stop sharing that for now, but I did want you to know what else is in there. I probably will come back and get the mixed lace um, die set because it looks pretty good. I gotta admit, that one looks pretty A-okay. All right, so I have this guy on, this is a big block, I block, okay? And then I stamped this one and embossed it, and I thought it was too big. It was the biggest block, which is quite large. So I just put it on my Stamparatus. I know the Stamparatus is retired, but lots of you have it. Don't have Stamparatus. You can always buy a Misty, MSTI. It's a precision placement tool. But, or you can turn the stamp upside down and that. So hello, Ruth. So anyway, there are ways, but it's quite large, which is fun. In fact, because I have, yeah, you can kind of see it. So for this image, my plan is to watercolor it, and I have stamped, there we go, and embossed it in white onto watercolor paper. That in itself is going to be a little bit of technique because wherever it's white that you see right now will resist from picking up color. And so left is a watercolor image, an image that's watercolored, but still has these definite lines. I really like that. You can alternately also emboss this with clear embossing powder. I don't think it makes a huge difference when you're working on white color. But that's going to be one thing we're going to try. Okay, and then the other thing is I, of course, had to cut into some of this delicious paper. And so I started working out a little color combo here. And then I thought, well, I don't necessarily want to start from zero and start coloring this on white cardstock. So I stamped it in Memento, and then I was trying the different colors on Daffodil Delight. And I think that will be excellent. Here's my idea so far. This is a regular Z-fold card, okay? And it's a basic black card base. We can put this together now, in fact. Basic black card base, okay? And then a Calypso Coral insert. Some of the paper I thought we could put on this side and trim it. And then I have two pieces of this DSP again, and you could use either way. I'm going to go for the color. I'm going to put those there, okay? And then this is going to be one of the feature pieces. So this is that die that is cut out of black cardstock. Isn't that something? Can you imagine it if you cut it out of black glimmer paper or any of the foils? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So let's rock and roll. And by rock and roll, I mean sit here and stamp because Lisa's a little tired tonight. Oh, and I took the day off. That's what's so crazy. As I said, I had to take my child to the doctor, and then I had another errand this afternoon, and so it was like at 10 and 2, and I thought, how much am I really going to get done at work when I'm running to two different sides of town? So I just kind of canned it, and I was going to get all this stuff done, and I did get a lot done, but it was one of those days where you're like, where did it go? I swear. Where did it go? All right, so I wanted to make sure that this paper ran the length of this, that this DSP ran the length of the cardstock and wasn't too short. So since I had a long strip anyway, I went ahead and kept it long. And I'm going to trim it so that even if the cardstock is an extra 1/8 of an inch or less, I see sometimes, especially on bright paper, but you won't be able to see any of that here because I trimmed it to exactly the size of the paper. Okay, so pretty in white. Were you talking about that die cut? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, this guy is going to just go inside. Oh, and the other thing I decided not to do tonight is I'm going to focus on sentiments. These are going to be cards with no sentiments because we can have cards with no sentiments. In fact, I love having cards with no sentiments around. And I was looking for some the other day and I realized I've locked down too many of the cards. So I need some cards with no sentiments where maybe I want to write a little bit more or, you know, I just need some more room. Or really like if I want to use it for birthday or thinking of you or a great trip, then I can customize them at a later date. And that's why it's nice to have a little stash of products, whether you're talking about little stamp sets from our kits or paper pumpkins or anything you have around. It's nice to have a few little extras around so that you can customize things as you go. Okay, that's great. And I'm going to show you one little thing. Sometimes on a couple different colors, you might get some fibers, and I'm getting on the black. So I'm just going to take this low grit sanding block, and that's why this side's colored, because sometimes I scratch up paper. Anyway, it takes all that fuzz away. That also can happen if your cutting blade is not quite sharp enough, but I happen to know my cutting blade it's working fine with other colors. So it just didn't come out quite right with the black. This is already pretty gorgeous. Okay. If I do say so myself, which I always do, don't mind me. And then here's what I'm thinking is this. Oh, look at it. I mean, can we just for a minute? It's pretty. I'm in love with it. Now, as Ruth was saying, it's so pretty and white. You could take all the black elements in this card and move them to white, and it would be just a standout. Okay? All right, so let's get down to it. I'm going to do all sorts of little extra things tonight. And one of the things I'm going to show you is this, the Craft White ink pad. Oh, it's black, Bento black to be exact. Now, you may have already seen other demonstrators do this. I too like to get inspiration from demonstrators. And I was watching, and both Anne McKay and Jennifer Cotton had ordered a craft pad. And they come uninked. They come uninked with the white pigment ink. So I have one of them that actually has the pigment ink on it. But I took this one and I took my Memento refill, which might be sold out right now, but it'll be back in. Okay, and we have last a long time. I took that and I inked this up. And I didn't fully ink it up. You can see there's still some white in the sponge, but I did a pretty good inking. And guess what? It's so nice because it is large and it's also, so see, here's our regular one, right? It's larger. And this one is a linen pad, which is fine. But I found that it's hard sometimes to get a full solid impression. And this makes so much easier. Roz says she did it with Memento and StazOn. Now, I was thinking about the StazOn, and Roz, you'll have to tell me over time if you feel like the StazOn dries out faster, slower, or the same. That StazOn, it does try to dry out on you. So you'll have to let us know. Okay, I was playing over here because I wanted to make sure I could see the colors on the Daffodil Delight, and I could. So let's get a new image and start over. Let's start over together. Okay. Now, really, I'm going to spend some time coloring this, and I hope I don't mess it up. But you could take this, die cut it, put it on the front of this card, and it's done, right? You don't need any more than that. It's very pretty. Okay. But we're not going to do that because sometimes some of is more, right? Let's be honest. So I brought in some blends. These are the alcohol-based markers, and I brought in the colors that are in the paper. So you can take this anywhere you want. This stamp set can be colored with purples, pinks, whatever, nothing. Or you can just choose the colors in the paper. I often do that when I'm getting started with a new suite of products, kind of like getting my feet wet, right? And why wouldn't I go ahead and use colors that were chosen by our actual artists, in-house artists that do this all day, color groupings that speak to me already. So a lot of the work is done. So we are going to take the help tonight, and we're just going to use colors. They came right from the DSP, and I'm really centering it around these colors in particular, in this specific piece of DSP that I picked out. I was getting stuck on the word particular, wasn't I? There's that little boy who was on Ellen. I mean, he was on the news with his grandpa, and he kept saying, actually, I think. And so actually, his grandpa kept trying to get him off the news, but he was stuck on the microphone. He wouldn't get off of it. And he was like, actually, grandpa likes to watch the news, that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's me. Particularly, I am going to, obviously I stamped it on yellow, right? I chose that color because I didn't want to start from zero and color everything white. And I didn't want a white background on this black card. And if I die cut this, it would be a white, if it was on white cardstock. And so I just thought, start with the lightest of your colors that's not white and go from there. So as you saw, this is kind of my swatch. As we go along, I make color into this to see how the colors play together before I put it on this. One thing I did notice is I was coloring over and over right here, and it did fade out into the black lines. So, and I mean, I was coloring, like I laid down 3 or 4 layers on that petal. So I will be probably blending at a minimum, but it will be blending on the petals mostly, because I'd like to see kind of a washed out petal. These are coneflowers or daisies, the echinacea family, if you're into flowers. And so lots of times, if they're not just stark white, they have all sorts of blending of colors. And sometimes you can tell like they've been sun faded. But sometimes there's one that's called, I think it's common name, it's blanket flower. And it does fade from a yellow into a brilliant orange and then a darker red. So they are not shy. I would not call it the shy family of flowers. Okay, let's see here. Let's just do the green because I'm pretty okay with how I was coloring the green. I'm using dark granny apple green. Oh, and sorry, this is light daffodil delight up here. And then I'm using dark granny apple green and light mossy meadow is what I was starting with. I thought they looked good together. Jean is saying she's seen lots of demonstrators that have done the ink pad. Love the new black homemade pad. Me too. I haven't seen anyone that doesn't like it. Agreed. You have the pen ink, but you haven't done it yet. Okay, well, you have another vote for somebody who really likes it. It's very easy, and like I said, it's if you prefer a linen pad, then you're probably not going to like it. But otherwise, it's great. Great. Okay, my light mossy meadow. And I am using the bullet tip on all of these. You can see there's a paintbrush tip and a bullet tip. And I'm using the bullet tip. I think this is a perfect lined image to be able to come in color and make your own. And it's not difficult to come in and do that. The pieces are big enough, but not huge. Okay. And maybe I'll do one down here. Maybe in the mossy meadow fading into granny apple green. Okay, Deb says she loves that. You have a set already? Oh, Leslie has it too? Okay, so everybody was doing the ink pad thing. Why weren't you guys telling me? You made me wait. Actually, I've known about it for some time. Like, I think I saw it one time and then forgot it, right? And then I saw it another time and I ordered the ink pad and I thought I had a memento refill and my memento refill was bone dry. And I'm like, okay, well, so much for that. So I did get there eventually. So I had to take the long way around. It happens sometimes. Okay, did I get all of them already? Yeah, see, doable. Very, very doable. Let's try coloring the stalk with light green. You can see, maybe you can't see, but these colors are all being tainted, if you will, by the Daffodil Delight. Okay, so Granny Apple Green looks like this on white. But over here, it's taken down a little bit and it has a yellow undertone to it. Well, leaves have a yellow undertone to them a lot of times. Maybe all the time, for sure. But no, I don't like the light. In fact, let's try the light. Oh, the dark moss is too much. It scares me. So let's just try the light mossy on the stems. I'm feeling like we should go in dark with those. They're kind of the little grounding element. I still thought my light Granny Apple Green was too light, even though it was on this yellow paper. Okay, I'm liking that. And let's see, I might even just come along. These are in black, right? But I might come along and just add a suggestion, a hint of the stalks being green there till we come down from that. Looking good. Good job, sister. You have to encourage yourself as you go along here. Since I'm the only one who's crafting in here that speaks English, you know, usually like Cass, yep, he's back there right now. Usually what he's trying to do is give me a not so subtle hint that he wants me to come lay with him on the couch or sit on the couch and hold him, I should say. What he wants me to do. So if I get up right now and I go out and act like I'm going towards there and then I want to drink, he's so disappointed. He doesn't try to herd me, but he tries to lead me and he keeps, and he'll look back and I tell him, get going or I'm going to step on your tail. All right. Now this one, what had I done? Oh, yeah. Okay. Whoa, look at that. That happened. I had tried the two different tones of Calypso Coral, and then I decided dark is not necessary. Plus, it was flooding out the lines. So we are just going to use light Calypso Coral. Again, it has a different color that is coloring on white. I really like it. It's definitely more coral here. It comes off so much softer, almost, well, with an orangey, more orangey because of the yellow. So all sorts of cool theory going on here. You don't even have to understand it. You just have to look at it, right? I don't have to understand all this stuff. Thank goodness. Stampin' Up! Figures it out for me. They do the hard work. I'll stick to the creativity part. So, yes, at my team meeting, we were having a laugh because, you know, I'm doing the Toadstools class, the free Toadstools class. And so we were at the beginning of the meeting talking about what we liked in Celebration. And I said, what about the toadstools? And Maria looked like, what? She said, Janet said, oh, yeah, those are cute. And Maria said, I must have gone right through those, gone right past those. Okay, now I'm doing Light Daffodil Delight. And we said, you went past it? That paper. So crazy. How could you go past it? No, she didn't see it. And then, I don't remember what it was, a little while longer, I brought the cards out, okay? And she said, oh, toadstools. I thought you meant toads on stools, frogs on stools. I go, yeah, no, those were not in there at all. That's different. That's going to have to be your $1 million stamp set, Maria, because there's no toads on stools. So, of course, the next day I had to look up. I started looking up toad on a stool, and believe it or not, I couldn't get an image. It's so weird. So I found a picture of a toad sitting on a mushroom, and then I did that. And she said, yeah, toadstool. Okay, now I'm taking the dark Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to put it right up here where the, I don't know, the top pom-pom part, probably the seed pod or something, falls down into the petals. I don't know why. It's probably not proper shading, but that's what I'm going for here. Just going for a differentiation of the colors. Okay, that was so fun. Let's do it again. And light Calypso Coral, okay? And I am not necessarily coloring them the same as I did the other ones. Like on this one, maybe they'll be all kind of striped on the right-hand side. And then we'll bring in the dark Daffodil Delight. And it toad in a hole, exactly. Funny. And I'll tell you what. So the next morning when I woke up, the first thing I thought about, oh, toadstools. Oh my God. Isn't that funny how the brain works? It was such a juxtaposition, I guess, of what she was thinking, what we were thinking. And anyway, it was pretty funny. Now that one, I'm leaving some plain cardstock in. Okay, so you can see here, not just to be colored, right? Because we're using the base as part of our color. Now we're going to have some fun with this little stuff. It kind of looks like these, just very, no thank you in these days, but as part of a little wildflower collection, great. It's probably something else too. There's a flower that looks kind of like this. It's called Status. Maybe we'll pretend that's Status, okay? So I'm just going to go around, and I'm keeping this tight color combination of the Calypso, the Daffodil Light, and then the two greens, Old Olive and Mossy. But doesn't mean that I can't use lights and darks. And so I think it's pretty fun to do that. Okay, then let's bring in, ooh, have I used, I don't think I've used any dark Calypso Coral. It's going to look like cage grapes a little bit. That's fun. Okay, this is like, ooh, yes, this is like the darkest color, so it really pulls your eye. Yeah, eggs and toast. That was one of your husband's favorite breakfasts. Toad in a bowl. It's called different things, isn't it? I mean, it's called something else too, but yeah. Circle cut out of the middle of a piece of toast, grilled, put in the grill pan, and then crack an egg in there. Okay. I'm not a huge egg person, but it's fun. That's a fun way to eat it. I think that'd be fun for little kids to trick them into eating eggs and toast, right? Okay, let's bring in some, I need some light here. Oh my goodness. That is fun. That is super fun. Okay, let's die cut it. Okay. Egg in a hat. Oh, that's cute. I guess you could, and then you could put the little circle of toast on the top at a jaunty angle. It would be an egg and a hat. If I trim this out, I bet I can cut this with you on the mini. So let's do that. I hate to go clear over there. I hate to stand out in my chair and then you can't see what I'm doing. So let's just stay right here. You're not an egg eater. I know. I try to because, you know, but no, it's not happening. I'll eat an egg though before I'll eat a banana. Alrighty, away we go. Looking good. I'm just checking around. Now I'm gonna that. I can tell right now that's kind of a little bit of an outlier that needs to be taped down. Take a look at it here. Yes, that looks good. I hope this works out. Hope it looks good after I get finished. If it doesn't, if you don't think it looks good, you better say it looks good. Go on with it, okay? Go on with your bad self. Okay, so our mixed florals. And do you have this set? Do you have the mixed sentiments? And if you have the mixed sentiments, like it. Okay, now our Aussie, our resident Aussie, so she's the expert, is saying for her, toad in the hall is Yorkshire pudding with sausages in it. Okay, Yorkshire pudding is that really like eggy thing that puffs up, right? That looks good. I think that's what it is. And sausages. What kind of sausages? Is it little, or is it like a big plate, like a little muffin? What is it, Leslie? That sounds like it's from your English influence. It's very interesting, though. I love how it's something different for everybody. Now, I remember on the show Moonstruck, weren't they also making that, but then weren't tomatoes involved? Yeah, I know, Roz. Isn't it fun? We're here to educate and inspire and also just talk about different things in our lives. Like, how cool is lots of the same things or lots of things that have the same name mean different things to us. It's so fun. Yeah, English for sure. It's in a big baking dish. Okay, got ya. Okay, so now let's see. Now that these people, oh my gosh, I don't even know. This is so pretty. I'm loving it. Yes. Okay, so here it is. If you want to look at the colors. Oh, I think this is so cheerful and fun. Oh my goodness. I like black. Jean wants you to describe Yorkshire pudding. I think it's like a really eggy, wet dough. And then when you put it in the oven and bake it, it puffs away up. I of Jean, something else that's like that is a Dutch baby pancake. Okay, except I don't Yorkshire. I think Yorkshire puddings are savory because sometimes you bake them in hot grease. Okay. Now we will see if that's really right or not. I'm interested to know what she's saying. Okay, so now like can cut this into pieces. We can put it off to the side. Oh, this thing is so pretty. I'm kind of making it like this, where it comes from the same base and then goes over, but you still have some black. What do you think? Yes? Are we I can't really see your thumbs up, but yes, I like it. Okay, we're going. I did an adhesive sheet on this because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And also because I love a challenge. Okay, so I'm going to have this over this edge. So I don't want glue over there. I think I can strategically glue on this thing. Actually, I might do my old. Oh, see, she's going to tell us exactly. Leslie is going to tell us right now I wish I could bring you on live and you could make it, Leslie. There we go. Lay down the details, Leslie. Okay, I am going to put glue here, pressing on the side. Okay, and I'm dipping very lightly, different areas. Okay, on to this card. And yeah, a little of it might splatter out, but here's, oops, I don't want it on that side. Wrong. Here's the dealio. I'm gonna do that. And then I do this other weird thing where I bring it along here and use that as a spatula and wipe it off. And then I throw this away. Okay. Now, let's bring this beauty in. This is just one die. Just ran it through the die, through the cutting machine very easily. And think of all the other stamps you have that would look so great with this. So I'm going to set that right here and just get the pressure to, so this is stamp side up. Okay, I'm just giving it that pressure. Yeah, what kind of sausage? This intrigues us. Not blood sausage, right? Please don't say that. Please don't blood sausage. Let it be like chorizo. That sounds good. Let's have chorizo. I don't know if you have a lot of Basque or Spanish fluence over there, Leslie, but let's do some chorizo. If I had to choose like one kind of food, I think I would eat Mexican food all the time. You know, one kind of like ethnic food to eat. Mexican, Tex-Mex, Mexican, which I know is not the same thing, but that's what this girl would be having. Okay, let me see. I think we're definitely going to go with the petal pink embellishments here because I don't like gold with it. There's no need for that kind of talk. Okay. And I like having that there so that you have a little black on the left and the right. And if I bring it over here and hide this one little place that has some glue on it. Okay, final piece of adhesive is I need some dimensionals. And so let me just eyeball this, right? So I don't want it over there, but really I'm putting most of it up on dimensionals. So we can bring this in, this guy, you know, all of this is, yeah, I know, Alicia. In fact, doesn't it sound good to you right now when you're sick? What I do, lady, I put it on the one piece, really, that doesn't get stuck down. Okay, so I'm just using the whole sheet of the dimensionals. If you're wondering where I'm getting these weird shapes, it's because there's pre-cut in the middle, and then all around the edges, you can just snag that. Okay. And if you want to be tidy, you can snip it with your papers. Oh, beef sausages. I don't know how I feel about it now. I may have to, you know, Americanize it with chorizo. That's a funny thing to say. Anything goes over here. We're everything. We're a huge melting pot. And I guess Australia is kind of too, really. But yeah, from what I know, you have large English influence. So yeah. And didn't you live in England though, Leslie? I mean, you actually lived in England. If not, your relatives did or do. Okay, so we're coming up. If I remember what I was thinking before I went crazy there. Oh, good job. You didn't go completely crazy. Oh my goodness. I love this. I'm going to morning. I'm going to come in here before I go to work. I'm going to open this 4 or 5 times. Okay, let's finish this one off with some petal pink low profile dots. So low profile, hard for me to get them off of the sheet. And so let's see. Oh goodness, those are really sweet. Like two different sizes. They always tell us like 2 millimeter, 5 millimeter, whatever. I have no idea. I don't speak like that. Oh, I do know though, I think 25 millimeter is about the size of a quarter because I can remember that for obvious reasons. And when I was putting charms into my card kits, I ordered them way too tiny one time. So I learned toot sweet what that was. Alicia, thank you. It's so cute, isn't it? I'm in love with it. I know exactly where we were going with it, but I'm glad where we ended up, you guys. Oh, now look, I mean, like I said, you could do this with white instead of black, and it would completely change the look of it, and it would still be just the same. And of course, you could color on any of the light color cardstocks. So just take the technique, if nothing else, take the technique away from us, okay? That you don't always have to start from scratch with white cardstock. I would love to do some white gel pen on this, but I almost think I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it. I need to know when to stop. Enough's enough. Okay, so this guy is going to walk about over there for a minute, and we're going to bring in this guy. As I said, you can see it, right? You can see the tulips here. Oh, there we go. So I have taken a piece of our Fluid 100 paper, 3.5 by 5, I think. I cut one of them in half. Okay, I think they're 5 by 7. Yeah, 3.5 by 5. Okay, so one sheets of Fluid 100 paper, sliced it in half, and that's a half a sheet that you get. This is a little more expensive than our other papers, so I want to be sure to try and be careful when I'm using it. It's okay though if you don't get it right, it's okay because it is just paper in the end. I know. Can we just sit and look at this? All right, let's take a quick break because I know you want to know what's going on at this zoo. What's going on in the zoo world? Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay, give me just a moment here, and I am going to bring on a little fun stuff for you. Okay, here we go. So if you are looking for my website, thestampingzoo.com, you'll know you're there when you see this cute little llama and the host code and all of this information right at the top of the page. That is where you can find all of my events, most registration links, and find out how to shop with a permanent discount and join my team. And you can find out about all of the events coming up and the ones just passed. Okay, if you would be so kind, if you are placing an order with me, first, thank you so much. You are part of what helps make the Stamping Zoo the Stamping Zoo. If your order is under $150, if you will please apply the host code that's at the top of this page, that helps me to group orders, earn extra benefits on the purchases, and bring you new products each and every week here. And so I do appreciate that. However, if your order is over $150, first of all, you should be buying the starter kit. But secondly, please do not apply a host code to orders over $150 because I want you to earn your own rewards, which begin at 10%, go up from there. All right, please don't forget what I said about Saleabration starter kits. It is nothing more than a nice big order. That's a starter kit. Okay. And then guess what? You get to shop for 7 months. It's really like a buyout phase where you have nothing, no minimum to purchase. You have nothing else to do except enjoy your starter kit. And would like place some orders at a 20% discount. And the discount does go up to 25% when it meets criteria. Okay. But just know that for up to 7 months after you purchase the starter kit, you can just shop with no minimum, but still earn at least a 20% discount on all of your reward or all of your purchases. And is also everything that customers get, we get. Okay. So you will also earn Saleabration rewards after the starter kit purchase. The starter kit is its own fantastic deal. So it does not include celebration items. But for your first order right after you become, or after you purchase the starter kit and become a demonstrator, we're all called demonstrators. Okay. So if you're just your own customer and that's all you do, you're still technically a demonstrator. All right. So don't let that make you think that you have to go online and act all professional like I do. Okay. So anyway, after that first starter order, you will earn rewards out of this catalog, just like customers. Only you will earn them plus your discount. So these are free with a $60 order, less your discount. Okay, so you're not paying $60 for them. All right, so it's all good. When you belong to my team, you get everything that I um, do that is an online tutorial or a written tutorial. You get all of it for free. Okay, I usually sell those for $10 to $20. And so you get all of it for free. You also can attend either virtually or in person an extra class and meeting put together for my team each and every month. And so there's just more fun to be had. If you would like to or add to your paper crafting stash, or if you're brand new to it, I really think this is the best way to go. And then you're part of a crafty community that can like help you. And I'm here to answer questions and really be just like an added business resource for you. So when you join my team, just know that I am very hands-on with people if that is what they would like. And if you would like to just join the team, take your discount, and never be heard from again, I can respect that as well. Okay. Here's how you start. You simply go to my website or click on the link below this video to get your own starter kit, join my team, and then you either get two choices. It's up to you. You can choose $155 of product in your starter kit, and the charge is $99 plus tax, free shipping, lots of freebies on top of that. Or you can choose $125 in product of your choice. And then you can choose two of the Stamp and Write marker sets, plus an exclusive stamp set that Stampin' Up! Has designed to feature the Stamp and Write markers. Okay, that's the best value, especially if you're brand new to it. You can get 20 different colors of Stamp and Write markers to use while you're building your collection. And they are beautiful colors. We've used some of them here tonight. That is a $216 value. So you definitely get more bang for your buck that way. But both options are great. So if you're kind of an existing stamper and you already have markers, I would say choose option one and get $155 of product of your choice. But if you don't already have the markers and you're new to all of this, definitely take option two because it's a much better deal. Okay. Either way, you are welcome to be on my team as long as you are a U.S. resident, and I can support you whether you are whether you meet with a person or online. Okay. Thank you so much for your consideration. Now, if you caught me for my 2025 Saleabration Series, it was 10 days of paper crafts across all of my social media sites. And you had to catch a certain site on a certain day. You may have missed some of those days, or maybe you just enjoyed it, but you would like to have a reference of all of the projects. Well, you can purchase that. It is $20 for 25 projects. Okay, you all of the measurements, color photos, thumbnail sketches, or not thumbnail sketches, thumbnail photos, items for the products, and I walk you through each project. So if you enjoyed that, or if you caught part of it, but you want to have it all, it just comes to you via email. And again, the registration link for this and all of the events are in the description of this video. As I mentioned earlier, I have a Totally Toadstools free class for you during January. And if you purchase $60 of product, whatever you like, That's before shipping and tax. You will earn yourself one celebration item out of the flyer, plus you get the kit. Now, if your order goes up to $80 or more, I will throw in a full roll of the black and vanilla gingham ribbon that I used as options on the online class, and you'll get that for free. Okay, please again use the current host code on orders under $150. If your order is under $150, don't worry, I will still send you the card kit. You need do nothing. And if you are looking for this or any other catalogs, I will show you where those are located over at the Stamping Zoo. Okay, February's Zooply Craft Kit will feature the Storybook Friends and all of the products that are in that suite. Please know if you purchase the Storybook Friends bundle from me during February as part of this class, I will pay the shipping and tax. That's a 17% discount. So this is an online class that comes to your home, and you also receive video tutorial and a PDF tutorial. You can ask me specific questions, and you do need to have some of your own basic consumable supplies. But after that, you can rock and roll, and I will design 5 cards and 1 project for the class. And you can either choose to run this or to purchase this as a month-to-month subscription or as a 1-month choice. Again, just make sure you click the appropriate link for those things in for the class listing. It's a Zubilee Crafty Kit. You do get a little bit of a price break if you do the month-to-month subscription, and at the end of 6 months, a continuous 6-month subscription, you get a goodie bag from me full of beautiful Stampin' Up! Products. Yeah, I can't wait for this one either, Deb. It's going to be so fun. Okay, Chopped is a very fun monthly contest where I send you a little supply of a little packet of supplies, and you have to use at least some of all of those supplies, plus anything else that's current in stash, to create for us a card or other paper craft. You take a photo of it, you send it to me, and at the end of the month, I post a survey through email, which is an anonymous posting. Everybody can vote, and then at the end of that, the winner is declared, and the winner receives their next month kit for free, as well as getting to choose 2 of the cardstock colors that I use in that kit. It is only $8 per month. It's a super fun contest. I really want to add a lot of people to this year, and so give it a try. Who do you have to lose? You might end up being the big winner. Okay, if you are in Boise, or if you're going to be in Boise on February 8th, please come and stamp with me. All right, this is my in-person stamp camp. You show up at 10 a.m. and we make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up! Product that I will design. Just $20 or absolutely free with a $25 purchase order. Please register soon. I want to close out in a week, and you do not pay for the class until the day of class or purchase your product. Okay, this is going to be March 29th. I moved that from March 15th because I'm going to be in Raleigh with a bunch of you for on stage. Okay, so please know that if you saw the earlier March listing and you thought you couldn't make it, I have changed the date to close to the end, March 29th. The Bon Appetit Club is also a monthly club where you get a kit to assemble. A recipe card is 5.5 by 8.5. If you want to see the first month's kit completed, you can go over to stampingzoo.com and hit the Bon Appetit tab. And that is also where you can register, or you can in the links below. You knew that was coming, didn't you? So it's been so much fun with all of those things. I just love it, love it. Okay, I'm going to show you really quickly because somebody asked me this specific question yesterday. And, you know, I have to go over to my website. What can I say? So if you are looking for different catalogs. Yes, I get your in, Deb. I know you will. You're so good at it. You're so good at it. Okay, so I want to show you where you can find digital copies of the catalog. Of course, you can request paper copies from me at any time if you're not working with another demonstrator. And so just let me know. You just private message me though. Don't put it in the comments to a video because I may not see it. All right, so if you, there I am. I mean, there's the lovely llama I was talking about with the host code. And if you scroll down on the right-hand side, I will always have the publications here. Now, that does not mean you're going to see everything because just like products, I got those from the online exclusives. The only thing exclusive about them is that they're in a catalog. That's all. Okay, but these are all the flyers. So if you go over here, click on these pictures, you can see everything that's available in Saleabration. The scrapbooking brochure, do not go past the scrapbooking brochure, regardless of whether you scrapbook, because as I show you guys, with the meant to be products, you don't have to use them just for scrapbooking, right? Okay, and then of course we have the mini catalog, and then finally the annual catalog. I have a bunch of posts here from Saleabration Series. And then if you want to get started, all the beautiful things, just hit this Shop Now tab. And we are scrolling. We are coming up. And ta-da! Check it out. Okay, and so it will look like this. Okay, and then your demonstrator is going to be, you're going to be shopping with Lisa Harden. Yay, and there's this little picture of me with dark brown hair. I got to change it. But anyway, as long as my name's on there, you're in the right place. Okay. Now, if you are looking for anything particular, we have a great search engine on this. But let's say you don't know where anything is, and you menu, shop products, and then maybe you know a little bit about what you want. Maybe you want the ribbons. Maybe you just want to look at kits. Okay, Paper Pumpkin is the monthly subscription kit, but kits is everything else. Okay, here's online exclusives. If you hit online exclusives, you get to see the kits as well. And we have at least 2 new kits at the beginning of each month. Last month, or for January, we had 3, right? These top 3. And so anyway, you can just scroll through and then look, is the bundle that I'm using tonight, or just the stamp set, I guess. So they have everything listed separately or grouped into one, right? Like I said, here's the whole shebang and so many other things in here. Oh my goodness, so many other things. Okay, so please, if you are uncomfortable using the website, you can text me. Okay, you probably have my phone number, and if not, you can find it over on my website. So just know that is available for you. I am very willing to come on and help walk you through the site because that's the best way to look at everything that we have. It also tells you if something is out of stock at a certain time. It tells you that. I can tell you expected arrival dates for things that are out of stock. Okay, so please keep that in mind. I am here to provide, hopefully, guidance and excellent customer service. So I'm happy to do that. All right, let's do a little water, shall we? What are we going to do? Oh my goodness. I am not by any means an expert, but you don't really have to be. You just need to have some basic tools here. I have our water painters. Okay, they're coming in a pack of 3. 151298 is the item number. You are welcome, Corinne. And do you have to wait until February to order? Let's talk about G, because if that bundle looks like it's on low inventory or something, I certainly wouldn't want you to wait. But otherwise, I would like to keep the orders in the month that the kit is going to be sent out. Does that make sense? private message me and let me know if you're interested in that bundle for February's kit. If you are, then I will know to keep an eye on it and not let it go out of inventory without purchasing it for you. Okay, we'll make it work. Okay, so let's see. I want to go totally different now. I want to start with fresh fruit and just lay this down as a very light base. You know I love purple. Yes, you do. Everyone knows this about me. And I kind of need this off to the side because I need to, it's a little hard to see the different lines and where these where these actual tulips are. So you can get some ink in your palette like this, like quick and dirty way, right? You can also use the re-inker, and you can also be very orderly about it, like I am sometimes, and you can put it into the silicone palette that you received if you purchased the glass mat. Glass mat is what I'm using tonight. I think it is an excellent, excellent stamping platform. I guess I call it a platform. Okay, so I'm coming in here right now. You know I like vivid colors, but I will try to tone it down. And I am watercoloring in inside the lines, so to speak. See that? And as I'm doing that, the embossed part is raised. And so it really acts as like, it keeps my watercolors inside the areas I'm coloring on. It's like bumper bowling. I wish I could, Lori. I cannot zoom when I can do something though. Here we go. Sorry. You do this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I wondered what. So it's very difficult. I can't zoom in because I am just using my phone, and but I will put this up to you once I get a couple of these colored, and definitely it helps to make this the larger screen. I know I need a top down. I need a camera, like yeah, professional camera in here. Up in here. Now I did not put water in the barrel of these. You're probably able to do that, but I wanted to control the amount of water even more than the water painters do. And so I just like to have a little thing of water off to the side, kind of traditional, right? And so the only real rule here is maybe don't color elements right next to each other. Let them dry a little bit. But doing the when you're doing this with embossing, it is very easy to adhere to that rule because the white raised embossing really keeps you from bleeding over into the other areas. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Leslie or Lori. Thanks for pointing it out because I didn't realize it had gone back to two equal sized screens. Okay, now I'm just putting a little re-inker right into the lid. And since these are stored upside down, it's quite easy to keep this separate. If I get it too wet, though, I will clean it up. If I'm being that orderly, I will clean it up. Okay, and this is just so fun. I was explaining last night that stamping is a very tactile thing as well as a visual thing. And this, when you're coloring with the resist, it is so fun. Can I come back now that I see that one that's dark? I'm going to come back in and I'm going to add some more color to the base of these. And water paper can take it. Like we have a nice high quality watercolor paper here. So it can take this. If you feel like you need too much water or too much color down, you can blot it with paper towel. Okay, so that works fine. Okay, now we have some other little flowers. We've got little nondescript flower again. What are we gonna color it? I'm really thinking maybe we just do a papow because I do like to show that watercolor doesn't mean it has to be just, you know, shy and demure. Because am I? No. No one has ever thought me shy, let alone her. Ooh, and bonus, this one already has some sparkly in it because I must have been coloring with my wing Stella. So we are getting some sparkly in this one. Okay, I know, Lori, I know that you can't see this close up, but isn't it kind of fun to see them appear? It's kind of fun, right? Like they just appear all of a sudden. And the stalk on these is white, right? So it looks like they're floating a little bit. So let's just come on in there and we're going to do these guys. Okay, those done. And I think there's some down here. They kind of got mashed, but that's okay because not like more abstract than the other ones. Okay, good. Now, oh goodness, I don't know what color. I maybe olive, but I don't want it to go too drab. Let's see. I don't think. I think Sham is too much. Let's see. Oh, Lost Lagoon. Go Lost Lagoon, you guys. But I need to check something out. We need a scratch piece. We need to test it, right? Before we put it on our picture, especially since I don't want to keep you guys late after class. Oh, my coast already left. It ditched me. It ditched us, you guys. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's see what this ends up looking like. I don't want it to go too gray. Oh, I kind of like that. It almost made a little blue. Okay, that's one option. Let's look at, let's look at lemon lime with granny apple. What about that? I think, okay, let's do that. Got it. Let's put down some lemon lime first because it's like that. Remember we were just talking about leaves having yellow in them. Oh, come on, please. I've got a little catch in elbow too, and doing that makes it feel weird. Better use the re-inker. I'll wake up and won't be able to move my arm. I kind of need it. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And so let's just put some lemon lime there. And I didn't have these planned ahead of time, so are they going to go sideways on us? I don't know. It's okay. Let's do. Let me make sure. Yep, there we go. And has anybody else been doing any watercoloring lately? This is such a nice way to do it. Like I said, you still get some control, but you get a watercolor effect. It's very fun. And I might end up coming over some of these with pineapple green, right? Because I'm thinking that this is kind of like the base. I've been trying to interpret, okay, what's a leaf? What's open space? But really down at the bottom where it's all leaves, you can just kind of scribble. And let me get the re-inker. This is why it's very nice to buy the re-inkers and the ink pads at the same time, because besides needing to re-ink your ink pads, you can do these other techniques with them so easily. You're gonna get the watercolor kit. Oh yes, the watercolor kit with the pencils. Oh my gosh, I have it. Have I just sat and watercolored? No, but will I? Yes, I will. I don't know when, but I will. I'm so glad I have it though. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. See, I was like, "Ooh, I even need, like, lighter." I don't see, I'm not, like, well trained in this. Do I need lighter? Do I need more? I don't know. There's no wrong answer. And also, I'm kind of like where it's really thin, I'm not even staying in the lines. So just don't put too many constraints on yourself here. Yeah. Are we liking this? You can see it now. You can see all of it now, can't you? Look at that. So fun. I'm gonna try and be really sneaky and bring some blue in around all of it. Eek. What color blue should I use, I wonder? Don't you love watching the water? Oh, that is gonna be gorgeous right there. In fact, I'm gonna try and do that again over here. That's so pretty. And again, don't be too worried about the intensity because if it's too dark, you can just lighten it up with water. What else? And dab it with a paper towel. Jenny says her friend loves coloring. Oh, so you water a kit for her. What a nice gift. And I mean, the price is right. The packaging is beautiful. And I love the way that they displayed it so that it's, like in its own little artist palette. It's very fancy. Makes me feel very fancy. Okay, and then let's see. I can leave that one alone. It's so perfect. I'm loving pulling this up and letting it just run with the water. Okay, so I'm getting vibrant colors while still using a lot of water. So water is what makes it run around. Okay, stop it. That's enough. Okay, now we're going to let that dry for 30 seconds while I pick out a color for the blue. Let's see. Party. Pool party is kind of a given. Let's check it out. Water it down. Okay. Pool party is what I normally color around images with. I'm doing this technique with stamp and blends. So I need to at least try it out. And the blue is going to achieve a couple of things here, I hope. I want it to make flower stand out even more. And I want it to give some depth to this. So it looks like, see, I was afraid of that. I was afraid it was going to go drab on me. It's a balmy blue. All right, it doesn't go drab, but it has a lot of green in it. There's green in that pool. Okay. It is watercolor paper. Yeah, white cardstock. I use blender pens with white cardstock and can't even really overdo those, or it will pull. But I do get away with using that. Oh, mother, that's beautiful. I do get away with using that on white cardstock, but not this kind of stuff. Okay, that's it right there. Stop the presses. So I have a little piece, right? I told you that this is one of the more expensive cardstocks. And so I don't even know what you call it cardstock. But anyway, you want to have these little swatches. Okay, if I was being really organized, I would write out what those are. But again, you can change them so much simply by the amount of water. And that's really fun. I do want to water this out quite a bit. In fact, in this particular instance, I would like it to be lighter and I need it, and then maybe come in at the end with a little more dark. And so, hello, Sue. You're so nice, Sue. You'll have to go back and watch us make this card. Look at that thing. Isn't it so fun? We're having a good time. We're having a party. Okay, now I'm going to do my best to not adulterate. Okay, that needed that. I'm going to do my best to keep this separate from, of course, the other little channels of color that we have around here. And I'm not going to go out to the edges because that is not what fancy watercolor artists do. Not that I'm saying I am, but you know, how do I aspire if I don't just think? Okay. So, oh, I love the freesia tulips. But guess what? There's colors tulip than there are in the entire color families of Stampin' Up. Okay. So when the bulb catalogs come out, or and just look them up online. But if you are old school like me, you have a nice bulb catalog come to your house. Brent and Becky's bulbs. Okay. You have them send that to you in the winter, and then you can just look at it and match up colors and cup types. That sounds really weird and inappropriate, but it's not. Not if you like bulbs. So, okay, this is so charming. It's charming, isn't it? Mm. And it's still vivid. Colors are very vivid. And I am just telling you right now, if I can pull this off, just over your fear, you can too. Like I said, basic supplies, okay? Water painters and re-inkers, or just the ink pad. If you don't have the re-inkers, that's fine. And you can also attach, or you can also stamp a clear acrylic block into this ink pad, turn it over, and use that as your palette as well. Hey, check it out. Look what we did. That's pretty fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, that's going to make a really pretty card for someone. Of course, I will let this dry completely. And then I'm not going to trim it out. I'm going to leave it just as it is. And then just leave it, put it on the front of a card. It's not going to have a sentiment, I doubt. Probably won't even have embellishments. This is it. I love it just as it is. Okay. One thing I might do right here, I know, but I want to kind of delineate where that leaf is. Okay. I can sleep better now. I probably have watched Leslie. Yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you like that because this is not on effort. Now that I will clean out of there. It's too much water. I don't think it's going to get in. I'm more concerned about flipping this open and spilling it the next time. So that just, now you just clean it out, okay? Or put it on another piece of paper if you don't want to waste the color and you have another background or your next card. Okay, and then the water painters just, they rinse clean and they'll stain. Don't be scared. If they look brand new, that means you're not using them. So, all right, that feels fun. Okay, like I said, going back to, it's a tactile thing. Okay, so tonight we played with mixed florals. We did very little with the die cuts, but what we did, I think, are real standouts. So this is an online exclusive bundle. I showed you how to find it and all the other online exclusives. So don't be scared. You get out there, go over to thestampingzoo.com. You hit that shop now tab, and it doesn't mean you're shopping. You can just look. Looking is free, okay? And so here we have a really cool color combination. I didn't put it together. I just went from the colors in the paper. So thank you, Stampin' Up. Look at that beautiful Z fold. And then we have totally different. Doesn't even look like it's from the same stamp set, but it is tulips in a watercolor with a white emboss resist. Okay, that's called emboss resist when you do that, because the embossing resists the water. You can also do it with Stampin' Blends. I think when I do it with Stampin' Blends, I really try to keep those blends away from the embossing because I do feel like if you color over it too many times, it can kind of erode the embossing. Water, no. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you had a good night, a little escape from whatever. If you have things going awry, always know that you can come here usually twice a week and to have a little Stampin' Chat time with me, okay? It is good for the soul. It's definitely good for my soul. And I hope you have had just as much fun. And again, if you're joining me on replay, please say hi. Don't be shy because most of you watch me on replay. As many people as I'm talking to live, many multiples of that watch me on replay. And so I know you're out there. You may as well say hello, okay? Thank you so much. And so please think about purchasing mixed florals for yourself and finding how creative you actually are. And don't say you're not creative because it's not true. Okay. I hate to break it to you, but it's not true. And so just lean into it. Let's earn some free celebration rewards while we are filling our spirit with some creative time. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. I want you to have a great weekend, and I will see you on Sunday. All right. Happy camping.